Welcome, welcome, good people. In today's video, it's all about getting to know me. I've been your favorite vlogger for the past 2 years or so. Even though I have other channels which is about 5 years old, this is what the channel that you know. This is Godwin. So today I'm going to show you who this is Godwin is. I'm going to do this based on a poll I ran around some of my friends and what they think I should let you, my wonderful, cherished viewers, get to know about me. So the first thing that they want me to tell you guys is give fact about who I am, concerning my career, and then who Godwin is. So first of all, my name is Ufosu Godwin Siao. If you hear my name and you're a Ghanaian, you definitely know that I am an Akan, right? I grew up in Ghana. I was born in Ghana, grew up in Ghana. I was born in Tema, but I grew up in Kofrodia. That is where I spent all my life. It's a small city and the regional capital of the eastern region of Ghana. That is where I basically spent most of my life. But I also lived in Nigeria when I was a kid. So my first school was in Nigeria. Nigeria was where I started my first school, in the city of Ibadan, right? So concerning my career, I studied marketing in school. So in university, I studied marketing and also became a member or a product of the Chartered Institute of Marketing. I joined the Chartered Institute of Marketing in 1997-98 as a student member, and then wrote the examinations and then qualified. So by 1999, I've had my license registered as a professional marketer. So I have my license in 1999. Coming into career per se, I think my first job that I got was an insurance company, and I spent just some few months. This was because that time, that's about 25, 26 years ago, being 100% commission insurance sales executive was something of a kind. Nothing, no transport, nothing. Nobody was giving you anything. So you have to use your own money to do. I don't want to mention the name of the insurance company. So in the process of going out doing my prospecting as a salesperson, some of my clientele or my prospects advised me to stop the job, because sometimes I walk into an office on tie and they can see you've been working for a while. So they asked me and advised me to leave that particular job because it was not befitting who my personality was. So it was coming from most of my prospects. Oh, this job doesn't fit you. So I remember there was one person I asked, would you give me a job if I stop that job? Right. So from that insurance company, because of the pressure, I left. And then the next job I got again was another insurance company. And then same thing was happening. So I realized that, and that time I was very cute. I am not a type that has, like I'm 50 years old. I'll be 51 in January. But most people don't believe I'm 50. People see me to be around 30s and all that, early 30s and all that, but I'm 50. So it was like I was looking very cute, and people were like so much worried about the way and manner I was walking around, and especially getting to know that I'm a product of the Chartered Institute of Marketing. Say, you've done this difficult examination and you're walking alone, you're walking inside the sun. So I left that one too, and I have to stay home for some time. Then I met a friend who was then or has been appointed as a coordinator the whole of West Africa for an NGO from the United States of America. And then I met him and said, okay, can you join my team? So I joined the team even as a volunteer. So I spent 2 years there, as a marketing communications person. And then the whole program ended, so the NGO was not operating again. So then I have to come back home. When I came back home, now I have to now hustle for a job. So I decided no. When I was a child, I used to record myself on radio on tape. I used to record myself on tape. I was having my personal music players at about the age of 7, right? So I used to record myself on tape. So I said, okay, then why don't I try this my childhood? So I decided to go to a broadcasting school where I studied broadcasting, radio broadcast journalism for a while. Then after that, to finding a job became another. So later on, I joined a friend who was also on a campus radio station. So I was a co-host to the morning show. Sometimes when I finish my program, people enter the studio, come to the station, shaking hands with me. You are doing well and all that. But one day I was walking the streets of Accra and I said, no, let me try this particular. I don't want to mention the name of the radio station. Well, I was on my way to that particular radio station. A friend of mine called me that the person that trained us that said that we shouldn't go to that particular radio station because there is no vacancy. I heeded to my friend's call and I did not go. So that also passed by. And then after some 3-4 years, I had another offer. I was working when I saw a banner, right? And when I saw that banner, it was, I mean, they were running some of these professional training courses. And I come from an educational home. I come from a home where we have a lot of education as teachers. So why not? My dad was a teacher, my sister's a teacher, my brother used to be a teacher in Europe and etc. So I decided to just. So when I got there, they took my CV. They said when there's a class, they'll call me. So when they called me, they were even doubting if I could teach. So they had a mystery shopper in my class to ensure that a mystery student, sort of to ensure that I am teaching the right. So when I started teaching 30 minutes time, I overheard the mystery shopper or the mystery student saying on phone to the director that, hey, the guy can teach you. We said it in the local, one of our local plants, Ghana. So when I overheard that, now the confidence increased, and this guy couldn't leave my lecture room. He always have to be coming to my lecture room to listen to my lectures. So I taught for a while, and so while teaching alongside, by the grace of God, I also got another that was a remote job. So for me, when it comes to remote working, I had my first remote work, I think in 2011, 2012. Before the pandemic came, I have already been introduced to remote work. So I was having this remote work alongside. And that time, e-commerce in Ghana hasn't grown that much. E-commerce hasn't grown that much in Ghana. So people were afraid. There were a lot of orders coming. Some of the people, you reach out to them and they are like, they can't trust you. They just can't trust you. So that one also became another thing. So while I was teaching in the training center, or it was a consultancy sort of, I also have an offer to a university where I was made to become a coordinator and also a lecturer for their professional programs. So I was a coordinator, Center for Professional and Career Development, right? So CCPD, Center for Career and Professional Development, CCPD. And so there too, I spent 4 years. After spending 4 years, they said the department had to be laid off, the strategic change. There was a new main vice chancellor or rector who came in. So now they need to merge my department with another department, etc. So I was also laid off again. So I had my third or fourth laid off. And then a colleague of mine then also took me onto another offer where I became a marketing manager for an engineering company. But the salary was so bad that I was least motivated to work with that company. But I can't stay at home. After spending a year with them too, the company was relocating and they said they still also need to lay us off. So I got laid off again from that particular company. And then by the grace of God, I stayed home for about some years. And then on LinkedIn, I had the opportunity of meeting this Italian man that told me that they were recruiting for their company. They needed someone to represent them, but it's going to be remote. Since by that time I'd had a remote experience. So I joined that particular engineering company as sales rep in charge of West Africa, including Ghana. And that one too, pricing, they had very high prices. So at a point in time, when the COVID started coming up, the cost of raw materials and the cost of energy increased in Europe. And so prices also went up high. And prices were so high that people in Africa couldn't afford our products anymore. And so I was laid off again. And then I came home for a while, for about a year or so. And then my boss, who was leaving that particular company, recommended me to join him in the new company he was going into. But that new company he was going into, I have to work there just as a contractor. So I went in there as a contractor or as an agent, and there too, similar problem. So now I have to come home. And so I decided that now I have to do my own business. So I decided to, I've started a tutorial channel called Fog's Business, where I teach marketing and sales, etc. But it was not getting that attention. So I decided now I have to go to the street and do both street and lifestyle instead of just going to do the tutorial. So I entered into street and lifestyle, and within some few months, the channel started picking up, and it was good. And as I speak to you now, the channel is monetized, but I have not reached payout threshold yet, so I have not been paid. So that's a lot about me. Okay, let's go to the second one. Oh, my top 5 lessons learned so far. Don't take everybody's word serious. Right? Don't take everybody's word serious. And also, don't think that the way you think things will be for you in life will automatically be that way. If it doesn't come that way, have a plan B. Another lesson that I also talk about is the fact that if you find yourself in an uncomfortable situation, it is better to move. Like when I was telling you about the insurance job, when a lot of my prospects were telling me to leave, it was one of the lessons I learned, that if you are in a particular job and you don't feel comfortable, you can leave, right? And I think another lesson I've learned is that don't overtrust your friends. Don't overtrust your friends, because this very friend that I was on my way walking to the radio station who told me that the trainer said we shouldn't go there was lying. If I had gone there, I would have gotten the offer, right? So don't overtrust friends. And also get to know, understand one thing. Don't let your secrets get to even your friend. That I decide not to share my secret with my friends. I only share my secret with God. I pray to God that he let my secret materialize to become what I want it to be. One book that has shaped my life, I think if I have to talk about one book that has shaped my life, I'll talk about a book entitled The Irregular People by Joyce Landorf Hetterly. Joyce Landorf Hetterly. That book has been, a powerful guide in my life that says that there are some people within your life, which includes your parents, your friends, your family, your teacher, etc., even your boss at work, whose impact can affect who you become negatively. They are blind, they can be blind, and they can be dumb, and they can't see the good in you, they can't see the skills in you, they can't hear the intelligence that comes out of your voice, right? So that's it. So the fourth one, my daily routine, 3 habits that keep me productive. I think number 1 is exercise. I love to exercise a lot. Exercise keeps me productive. And then I love cooking. I mean, instead of starting the cooking channel, but it's not moving that. I'm not also getting that much space and time to do. But I love cooking. And then I love to hang out. Yes, I love to hang out. I love to hang out in pubs. I'm not somebody who drinks that much. But because I hang out in pubs a lot, people see me to be someone who drinks a lot. But I don't drink a lot. I love to hang out in pubs and I share ideas. And through that, I also get business ideas. And like I said, as I decided to do my own business, I also have my own consultancy, marketing and sales consultancy that I have started small that I am working on. So that's what I feed on now. So now my revenue comes from my consultancy and not from my vlog. Now I know the money keeps accumulating. It keeps accumulating, and I know one day I'm going to reach the payout threshold and the money is going to be big for me, right? So these are the 3 daily routines that keeps me productive. That means lifestyle hacks, time management, etc. And then the last one is things I wish I'd known before starting a YouTube channel journey. One of the things that I wish I knew before starting YouTube was that I never knew getting 4,000 watch hours was that difficult. Yes, it has been one of my most memorable hard times becoming a, a street and travel vlogger. I know my tutorial channel, I want to even throw it somewhere, but one of my friends said no, I shouldn't throw that channel somewhere. I should keep that channel. One day something good will come out of it. But I'm running that channel just because of the fact that I run a consultancy. So some of my clients, I refer them there to get to learn certain things for free from there. Then another thing is getting paid on YouTube. You go to there's a particular website where you go, you could see statistics about how much people are earning on YouTube and all that. And when you see people's earnings, you might think it's just that easy to make that huge money. People are making $20,000, $50,000, $100,000, $1,000, $2,000, and you might think it is just a walk in a park. Believe you me, it's not a walk in a park. Getting monetized, getting 1,000 subscribers, getting 4,000 watch hours, meeting payment threshold, and verification. Fortunately for me, I still have to receive the one that came by post, snail mail, to verify. So I got the verification three months, I think 2 months ago, as the ending of September. So let's say 2-3 months ago. And I'm happy now that when I go to my analytics, I can see money reading, but it has not gotten to the threshold yet. So I'm hoping by next year, from January ongoing, I'll be earning more. So you guys need to be watching my content and be watching my videos. Thank you very much for getting to know me. Leave a comment, subscribe, and share.